iPad is neither a phone or a laptop. And this right here is the biggest problem with it because our phones and laptops pretty much do everything you might want to do as a person in terms of productivity or whatever. So this thing right here pretty much has a very tiny space in which it fits into and actually ends up being useful. What I'm trying to say right now is that the iPod is a very niche device, like very niche. I actually didn't know that when I decided to get one. And so when I got it, I realized that I mostly just have it laying around in the case that I'm not taking notes, because that's what I bought it for. I bought this thing because I just wanted to, you know, ditch the old traditional notepads. I was just so tired of carrying a lot of books plus my laptop, and this was really a game changer in that, you know, aspect. It's very convenient, it's very compact, the battery is really not that bad, but of course you always have to carry your you know your charging cord or something. It does run out pretty quick if you're using the internet and research and all that. But the whole experience of using this thing has really been underwhelming because this thing just feels like a prototype. I don't know if that makes sense. The whole software experience is really bad. Like, this is, if you're someone transitioning from Android, I don't know how Android works, if it's good. I've been using like Apple devices for the past 5 years or so, and this, I have to say, is the worst iPad OS that there is out there. It's so buggy, it doesn't work, and just the whole experience just doesn't feel nice. And the problem for that is because an iPad is a great device. It could be a great device actually. But the problem is that you already have your iPhone for that, and you already have your laptop for the things that your phone can do. And for the things that are supposed to be done on the iPad, there really isn't much, like there really isn't much use cases for this thing. You can't, I don't like watching movies on this thing because as you can see right now, this case, I have this case where, oh, my screen is really bad, is really dirty. And actually, yeah, the screen, it is so hard to get rid of the fingerprints. Like, you have to use a special cleaning liquid to get rid of the fingerprints. I don't like screen protectors most of the time, so it's what's this. Anyways, I was talking about movies. This is not really a device that you can use in your bed. I mean, you can, but it doesn't feel comfortable. If you use it with a case, it's very heavy. I've got this case that separates and it's really nice, but it's still heavy. In your bed, it's not comfortable. And when I want to watch movies, I use it on my desk. But then on my desk, there's my very beautiful 30-inch or so monitor, and I'd rather just use that. So the, I don't know. The iPad is just very niche. Like, I don't know if I had high expectations, and it was mostly because of the reviews that I watched. The reviews were talking about, the iPad is really, great if you're a student for what's this, and I don't know, bro. I do not know. I mean, of course, it's got, you know, great things about it, but like, I think this, for most people, is a device that they might buy it and end up just having it laying around without pretty much having any much use for it. It's not great at gaming. Gaming is just awful with this device. It's too heavy. The controls are far apart. It just slows you down. The moment you connect a joystick to this thing, you realize, oh wait, I would just rather play some other game on my computer or my PS5. You know, so this right here is just a very niche device that is so much better to have if you already have a laptop. Like, if you have a computer, that's not bad, because you can do a lot of the work there. It's more convenient. This thing, doing a Google search is really hard. The fact that if you want to search for something, the whole keypad, like just for the keypad to show up, is so hard. Like, you have to, it just never shows up most of the time. And the only, like, most of the time, writing using your, like, your Apple Pencil or whatever pencil is more convenient when taking notes. In these other sides, the words just don't come out the way that they're supposed to be. You write subscribe and it will write describe, and you have to go back and grab, and it is not convenient. You can type with your keypad in the case that it shows up, but of course, it's not very comfortable. It's, the keys are very far apart, so you have to hold it like this. You can minimize the versus the keypad, but then still, it's so uncomfortable because you have to hold it like this. It's like very versus. Any sort of typing on this thing is not really convenient. I think that's why there's a keyboard for it. But then the keyboard is like, I don't know, it's so expensive. And the moment, for me, I feel like the moment I attach a keyboard to this is like, I just have to go to my laptop. My laptop has got Word, it's got a better typing experience, it's got better research capabilities. It's just better. So don't get an iPad over a laptop if you don't have a laptop. That's just a fact. This thing comes with a lot of compromise. It's great for note taking, it's great for planning out your schedules and stuff. But apart from that, there's really only so much you can use it for. So yeah, that's pretty much been my experience of using the iPad. Let me know how, your experience has been if you have it. And if there's anything you'd like to ask, just write it down in the comments.